likes up. Get them 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 likes up. Get them, yeah. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up.
Yo, what it do, man? Say, welcome to another episode of Spinning the Block Media. It's your boy Derek Demure.
And it's your boy DJ Designs.
And say, we don't make the headlines
We debate the headlines and give them to you straight.
already. Now, before we jump into these earth-shattering topics that we got for y'all tonight, just want to let y'all know that this episode is brought to you by Hughes BOA and D's Totally Tees. So y'all make sure y'all check us out, man. We're dropping some heat. Rodeo collection is about to drop, and you know at D's Totally Tees, you can get custom anything because he makes custom everything. Now,
I seen
let's-
that. I seen that collaboration y'all did. That mother looking fire so far.
oh yeah, with the candles.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
candles. I think it had a little baby onesie thing or hat and all that too with it. That
Yeah,
color.
nah, it wasn't a baby thing. It was just that's the way the pic looked. But it's the Hughes BOA had is like in mocha and shit
Y'all
with
about
the
to say that
embroidery on there.
color
Yeah,
combination is crazy for real.
already. So yeah, that's coming. It's dropping on the 13th, hopefully. But yeah, man, let's get into these topics, man. So Dallas rapper G Lil Ronnie was gunned down with his 5-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And she had just had a birthday. They was gunned down a couple of days ago. So we want to get into that. Let's get into this first clip.
A 30-year-old man and his 5-year-old daughter were murdered at a car wash in the Fort Worth suburb of Forest Hill.
At this point, it appears to be a targeted shooting, and police are looking for 2 gunmen. Dozens of evidence markers show where the gunfire erupted today at the car wash on I-20 at Forest Hill Drive. A 30-year-old rapper and his young daughter were both killed.
Family members tell Fox 4 the victims are 30-year-old Chucky Smith, known as North Texas rapper G Lil Ronnie, and his 5-year-old daughter. The little girl just had a birthday yesterday.
That's them right there attacking Lil Ronnie. He's running away from the car. And as you can see, it's a couple of people already there washing their cars. And to
Yeah,
me, I feel like he should have broke that fence down. Or, I mean, I know he got them baggy pants on. He couldn't really jump it because he kind of got away. But then he ran back, and that's when they ambushed him for the final.
and I know he probably had to be thinking about his daughter that whole time that shit was happening. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure he was running away from the car to try to keep her from catching that gunfire. But these dudes, I don't know what kind of beef or animosity they had towards each other. From what everybody's saying, Ronnie was just a gambler. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that Go Yayo affiliation is probably what got him caught up because these guys were supposedly um, affiliated with CJ Casino, or however that go. But to see a little girl get caught in that crossfire, now they charged with capital murder in Texas. Capital murder, you could get the death sentence. So they looking at the death penalty right there.
If they over 21, they can get the death sentence. If not, they're going to get life with the possibility of parole. And I think they some youngsters. So
Nah, they definitely over 21. I forgot how old they said,
are
but
they over
one of
21?
them was 23. Yeah, one of them was 23, one of them was 22 or something like that. But yeah, they was definitely over 21. So I mean,
Crazy because Hood fame, what's his name? Lil Ronnie,
one,
he 30 years old. So it's like, what these new, fresh out of high school kids doing in his mix? You know what I'm saying? It's very unfortunate. I mean, and they blasting at the daughter, basically not caring who was in the car. They don't care if his mom was in the car, his grandma was in the car, his wife was in the car. They want to come and get him, and they saying it's over, beef that really got nothing to do with him personally.
exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, to see this go down the way it went down is stupid, dog. These youngsters got to put these guns down, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Everything can't be handled with a gun.
Exactly.
Sometimes y'all niggas just gotta fight it out. Grown men gotta sit and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just everything can't be handled in the hood with gunfire. We killing ourselves, and then it just don't look good on us as black people. Period.
And you taking your own life away. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna go ahead and kill somebody. It's dumb as hell. You got cameras all over. Um, so you about to go do like Demore said. You pretty much probably gonna get the death penalty. You kill a little girl. The whole community is outraged, and it's just ridiculous. And I mean, we can't say that us as black people got to do better. It's these they are
YNs.
yeah, they're an anomaly though. We ain't- us black people ain't out here just killing each other like that for no reason. It's the unmature people with these frontal lobes that's not developed. I don't think they understand the consequences, and if they do, it's just like I don't know. Taking somebody's life is just fucking ridiculous, and it ain't no justification for that. Especially somebody that's at the car wash. Now I know they told him. Supposedly they told him not to even frequent that car wash ever again, or something like that could happen. So it's like, why are we playing in these YN's faces? You know what I'm saying? We older, we more mature. We know that's some dumb shit, but to them, I guess that's how they get their stripes. So he want to come over there, still go to the parking lot, and unfortunately, that tragically happened. And he said the daughter just got dropped off like two.
Yeah, like 5 minutes. 5 minutes before that happened. That's crazy. And I know for a mother to drop your daughter off and then that happened, I know she had to be breaking down. But I have a video clip of her saying some stuff too. So let's get into that right quick.
That was a paid hit on my motherfucking baby and my nigga, and them hoes all gonna go. Everybody gonna lay around this bitch. I promise you, and we ain't ducking no action. I promise you. I'm ready to go. Fuck you talking about behind my eyes. Play Chucky. I don't give a fuck what y'all play. Just play something. Man, play that motherfucking canard. Play that fucking canard. And fuck CJ. Fuck a CJ casino. Fuck you talking about. Fuck all
Damn.
casinos, motherfucking matter of fact. Fuck you talking about. Fuck every casino around this bitch. Fuck you talking about. And fuck the whole entire Okay, I can't say that. I was gonna say fuck Houston, but fuck some of you hoes in Houston. Not all y'all.
Why
But some of
Houston
y'all.
though?
Half the Houston.
What Houston have to
Fuck
do
you talking
with it?
about. I don't give a fuck.
I thought CJ Casino was Lil Ronnie right hand man, huh? I mean, I don't really know
No.
that. I don't know them people like that.
I think Go Yayo and Lil
Yeah,
Ronnie
oh yeah,
is
yeah.
cool. Not and CJ Casino and Go Yayo. I know they had some beef, but they all from Fort Worth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, they all from the Fort Worth, Dallas area. But what I was gonna say too is, I mean, I understand her hostility for everything that just happened. You know what I mean? But calling them niggas out or whatever, I don't know if that's the best plan of action. And I'm sure some people in her family, maybe some uncles, brothers, or whatever, I don't know, what she got, but are probably planning some type of retaliation to get back or whatever. But I just don't want to see no more lives lost. And for the chick who picked them up in Livingston, I saw her live where she said that one dude was already in Livingston, but still, you went to the scene, you knew what he had did. He called you and you went and picked him up. The laws
Well,
had placed a tracker or something on her car. Apparently, it was his girlfriend or something. She said the laws had placed a tracker on her car, and that's how they got caught. To me, they shouldn't have let her ass out
well,
because now, huh?
at the time, the laws didn't even release the names of the people, so she probably was not sure for certain about what happened. I know the
No, but
hood
she
knew.
was on there. She was on her live saying that she was asking him like, how could you do that? How could you do that? How could you kill that baby? And he was saying that he didn't know the baby was in the car. But that's the whole thing about it. You niggas go out and y'all shooting blindly. You don't know who the fuck in the car. You know what I'm saying? Now you didn't call the capital murder charge. Even if you didn't know the little girl was in the car, it could have been an incident where you just could have hit somebody else that was at the car wash.
Exactly. Exactly. It's dumb shit. Parent. I mean, we say this every week on the podcast. Parents, we gotta do better. Like, you're not instilling no type of consciousness into your kids, And I mean, according to what Charleston White said, the mom was out there smashing one of the kids, what that young man, smashing the homeboys. So it's like even the parents are off the rocker right now. It's a bunch of fuckeries, a bunch of bullshit. And I would say we gotta do better as a community, but them niggas gotta do better, man. They making us look bad. All of us, most of us, majority of us ain't on that dumb shit that they doing. So it ain't us as a community. It's them young niggas. Get y'all shit together, man.
Yeah, it's definitely the YNs, but the OGs and the niggas that's in the hood that know better got to teach these young niggas to do better. I mean, I guess we not teaching because we hadn't been taught, but at the same time, we was out there trying to get money. These niggas is out there using drugs and thinking that toting a gun and putting it on IG Live and all that shit is cute when it's not cute. You know what I'm saying? And they need to start looking at the things that's going on in the world when they see this shit on YouTube, just like these dudes just got caught up. Now they got a capital murder charge, okay? This shit ain't Fortnite. It ain't Call of Duty. You don't get those lives back. Once you get locked up or once you die, it's over with, dude. You know what I'm saying? You can't restart this game.
Nah. And you at this age, 22 years old, you basically got locked up at the beginning of your damn life. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be this is going to be attached to you for the rest of your life if you don't get killed in prison. Because first of all, you killed a baby girl. I don't care if you was a trigger man or not. You're with them and you killed a 5-year-old girl. You know the people in prison don't play about that type of shit, man. So you're gonna be a victim, or you might end up right along with GS Lil Ronnie, and who really didn't deserve that. He was a gambler. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out here having bodies and shit. Shit is ridiculous.
You YNs is NPCs in this game of life. I'm telling you, non-playable characters. You don't get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lives. You can't start this game over. Once it's over, it's over. And I'm talking about that's you getting locked up or that's you know what I'm saying, being dead. It's point blank, period. And then you got some of y'all got kids out here at a young age. Who gonna raise your kids? They gonna be doing the same thing or what? You know what I'm saying? You leaving them out here with one parent.
And you leaving that stigma on the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like Charles White, you got to pay for your father's sins, and it's like if you do have kids, come on, man. Now nobody want to be around the dude. Your dad was a hoe ass nigga, so you automatically a hoe ass nigga, and it's just like you're not setting up the generation for failure. And probably the dude probably ain't gonna even want to associate with you. It's a bunch of fuckery, it's a bunch of bullshit, and it's just sad to see. And I'm really tired of seeing it. But I don't know. Next week we're gonna be on another one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dudes got to do better, bro.
Exactly.
I mean,
Being a street legend in the hood really ain't all it's cracked up to be if you're thinking that. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go ahead.
We right here in America. There's other things that we can do. We have the internet, bro. Like you could go learn some shit and become sufficient at some shit for free. You ain't even got to go to college no more. Or you can link up and shadow behind somebody type of shit that you like to do. You want to be in the car dealership business. You young, people gonna let you come in and work behind them for free. Like just you guys got this is the land of opportunity. All these immigrants come here and boss up on us. Every other racial group boss up on us, but we want to either not support each other or tear each other down, and it's just tiring. It's time for a new movement, bro.
I'll be out there trying to be a real nigga when a real nigga ain't gonna do nothing but get you locked up or killed.
Yeah, man. And a real nigga is taking care of your kids. A real nigga is taking care of your family. You know what I'm saying? Buying land for your family, having a homestead for your family. Because these rent prices ain't doing nothing but shooting up. Guys, we got to be looking for 100 years from now. You guys are just not even living for 5 minutes from now. And it's ridiculous. And it's
That's what I'm saying. When did we stop caring about life? When did niggas didn't give a damn about, you know what I'm saying, getting older or whatever? That used to be the goal. Now it seems like the goal is to die before you're 25. I remember nigga used to pray that he lived past 25 because of all the shit that was going on back in the gap with the war on drugs, you know what I'm saying? The crack epidemic and all that shit. That's when shit was really real. These niggas really ain't got shit to be killing about.
And
All that fake beef and plex, that shit is some bullshit, man. Y'all
that's the
dying over
scary thing.
bullshit.
That's the scary thing. When you was in the streets, you knew what came with it. You know what I'm saying? In the streets. Now, just like you said, you could be at the car wash. It's meant for somebody else, and it's coming at your front door with the shit. And it's just like, man, come on, bro. Let's do better. Let's do better.
Exactly, but prayers to the family, man. It seemed like Lil Ronnie was a stand-up dude. I heard, a lot of good things about him. Even Soldier Boy, who usually talks shit about everybody, you know what I'm saying, came out and said he was even a stand-up dude and, real blessed to dead. So shout out to him and his family, man. I hope they get past it without trying to do anything in retaliation, anything stupid that's gonna lead to more bullshit coming their way. You feel me?
Nah,
So
for real. Hey,
let's get on. Go ahead.
what up to the chat? Shout out to the chat. You in the chat. Hey, drop us some combos. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. We're at the beginning of the show, so you know it's just about to get liver. If you got any questions, you got any feedback, or you want to get up on the screen with us, you know what I'm saying, hit us up. We'll shoot you the link.
Alrighty, shout out to Bearded Conversations for the comment. Let's get into this Maryland hairstylist, man, that drugged this 15-year-old because she thought she was about to run off without paying.
Sit right here and do somebody send it. I'm not fucking playing. You just tried to fucking run. You lucky I beat the shit out of you. She don't want me to take her hair out. She don't want to pay me. What the fuck? No, bitch. Your whole face is gonna be on this.
Yeah, she gonna find out when I get there.
I don't get no fucks. I ain't finding out shit on ground. I'm gonna call my uncle right now. Your ass get left here, old ass nigga.
Damn.
Let me say this. I really don't think, well, let me start out by saying the young girl's mom said she sent the money to the wrong cash app. Okay. She probably got flustered, didn't know what to do, and maybe tried to go outside. I don't know if she tried to run off. Maybe she did, but owing somebody $150 at that moment, she young, she don't know what to do. The lady probably in her ear talking shit, talking about, you better send me my money, you better send me my money. And like I said, she probably got flustered, didn't know what to do, probably tried to run until she could get in touch with her mom and them to come get a lady her money or try to get in touch with Cash App to get the money back, which that wasn't going to happen that day anyway. If you send the wrong money to Cash App, it's going to take a week or two to get that money back, if you ever get it back.
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, the 15-year-old was wrong. I mean, and the hairstylist was only 18 herself, so she didn't handle it professionally. She didn't handle it right either. But like she said, let me take this hair out your head, or get my money. Like, why don't you just, you know what? Here, take it out your head. I know you sat there for a while. Take it out. But she handled it unprofessionally. But at the same time, now you trying to leave. Like, you can't be like, all right, take it out my head. Instead, you trying to just dip on her. You're trying to get a free service. I mean, I don't know where she's from, but in Texas, that's theft of services. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean.
But I don't know if she was really trying to leave or not. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing about it. That's a one-sided story right there. She could have been trying to leave. Then again, she could have just been trying to go outside and call somebody and say, hey, man, I just sent the money to the wrong cash app. I don't know. Either way it go, she drug her ass back up in there.
So you can't call nobody. You can't call nobody inside the building. You got no reception in the building or something. Like, come on, man. That's shady, dog. This woman that put her time and energy into doing your hair, and it looks good. And the girl's 15, the client was 15, the other person is 18. It's like they pretty much the same damn age. Stop acting like she this much older than this girl, man. The girl, come on now, you know right from wrong, bro. If you're gonna pay the girl, pay the girl. If the money came up to the wrong cash app, then the parents gotta do what they gotta do, because this girl hair just got done. I don't understand. I really don't see why she getting charges filed on her. I understand it went viral. She's a minor, but at the same time, pay the damn girl, man. That's messed up, bro.
But see, Bearded Conversations say they thought a lady was trying to run off with her tab, but clearly was just outside and a fight ensued. After you drug me, ain't no money getting paid. I know that's right. Hey, I know that's right. I
But
guess
you
there
try
was,
to run off though.
but did she try to run off though?
Yes, she clearly
That's what
tried to
she
run
said.
off, bro.
Okay, let's get into the clip of what the hairstylist herself had to say.
Yeah,
She ran. Forget tried. She ran without paying me.
And then what did you do?
I dragged her by her hood back into the salon until I can get paid, or until the police come, or until she let me take out the service. Cause it's like she literally ran outside, like she was about to be gone. I feel like if I didn't do that, she would have been gone, and I would have just never been paid.
But the 15-year-old's mother says Jayla also dragged her by her hair when she grabbed her hood and says that her daughter accidentally sent the money to the wrong Cash App and was trying to pay Jayla.
It's just absolutely absurd. It's viral. It's all over the country.
And how is she dealing emotionally with this?
Emotionally, not good. Not good at all.
The family has hired the Jackson and Associates law firm to represent the 15-year-old in a civil lawsuit.
The video is horrendous. It's a 15-year-old girl. We're talking about someone's child here, a child who is being dragged across a salon floor by her jacket for over something as simple as a mistake.
And Jayla Cunningham says that she had no clue that she was charged. We brought it to her attention tonight. She says she heard it for the first time and that she has received.
They looking for her ass and she don't even know it, man.
That ain't no mistake, man. And if it was a mistake, then why are you trying to leave? So you want this girl? I mean, at the end of the day, she should be held accountable too. Then, if you're going to hold her accountable for pulling her by her hood, not by her hair, if you got that picture, you can pull that picture back up again. She's holding the hood. It's clear as day.
But she was saying that she holding the hood, but she was saying that it was also her mama was saying that she also had her hair in there.
Wasn't no hair. I'm looking at the picture. Wasn't no hair in there. The mama just trying to embellish it. You mad because your daughter? If that's the case, you should have paid the girl then. Look, ain't no hair in that. That's all hood. Her hair down there, the red part. That's all hood, man. Don't be trying to steal people. Don't be trying to steal people's services. That shit ain't cool.
I don't know if she was really trying to run off or not. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to just say that she was flustered. She probably went outside the call and say, "Hey, mama, I sent the money to the wrong Cash App." You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that in the store?
Well, she can, but I mean, if you got somebody in your ear talking about, you know what I'm saying, you better pay me my money or I'm going to beat your ass. You trying to figure out, she only 15 years old. She trying to figure out what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? So she probably just went to step outside to call somebody to say that she sent the money to the wrong Cash App, but she trying to get this lady her money because she in here threatening me.
Man, I don't even believe she sent the money to the wrong Cash App because when I watched it, the girl said that her brother sent the money to the wrong Cash App. Now they're saying she sent the money to the wrong Cash App. It sounds like they trying to run off on this girl's services. The girl handled up on her business, and now she getting in trouble because the girl was 15. Well, shit, I'm 18. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they not that far in age, but of course they're gonna look at the 18-year-old as an adult, and they're gonna look at the 15-year-old as a minor. So, I mean, she'll still get charged with simple battery if nothing else.
And then she should get charged with theft of services because I still haven't been paid and your hair is done. I haven't took my services out your head. I should get something. You know what I'm saying? If you getting charges, then she needs charges too, because that ain't fair. And this is why black people don't like going to other. This is why black people that are business owners don't like serving other black people because it's always some type of problem going on with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Get your hair done, pay the fee, and keep it moving. Stop all this. Oh, I sent to the wrong Cash App. Oh, I don't know what's going on, bro. That shit not cool. People got kids to feed. People got bills to pay. But you want your hair done for free and you feel like you shouldn't have to pay her. That's where I'm going with it. I feel like
I don't think that. I don't think she was just trying to scam her into getting her half for free. But I think after she sent the money to the wrong Cash App. So you saying you don't even believe that she sent the money to the wrong Cash App?
I don't believe that. Because when I was watching the girl's TikTok, the girl told the business owner that her brother sent the money to the wrong Cash App. Now the news story is saying that the girl sent the money to the wrong Cash App. You guys ain't sending no money, man. Y'all trying to do theft for services. Your hair look good. You didn't pay the girl, and now you want her to go to jail. Nigga, I'm out of money and I'm going to jail because of your dumb ass.
Be in the conversation, say, DJ, come on, bro. Yeah,
Nah,
bro,
man.
you out of line, bro.
I don't agree with that, bro. She out of money. So she out of money and she got to go to jail because this girl don't want to pay the money. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, she handled it in the wrong way. She pulling her and all that, but that's crazy, man.
All right, we're gonna keep our eye on that story to see how it actually plays out.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into Ant-Man not want to own up to his parental responsibilities. Now, as a new father, semi-new father, because
You
you've
got
been
other
having a son for a little while now, but as a semi-new father, what do you think about Anthony Edwards trying to duck his responsibilities?
I mean, I don't know if it's ducking because he told the girl straight from the beginning when the girl said she was a couple weeks pregnant. He said, "I." He said, "Man, skipped it." He said, "All right, look, go get that terminated. You know what I'm saying? Here go a couple of dollars. Go get that terminated. I don't want a baby by you. You know what I'm saying?" She ended up keeping the baby. So how is that on AE? Because if it was the other way around, if Anthony Edwards wanted a baby, you know what I'm saying, wanted the baby, and she like, nah, I don't want the baby by you. You a broke nigga. And then she terminated the baby. It's no problem there. But he's telling her, nah, and then she keeps the baby. Yo, you got to keep those responsibilities too then.
It's a woman's right to choose. He should have been, if he didn't want a kid, if he didn't want a kid, if he didn't want that responsibility, he should have did his best to not have one, which means strap up.
So it's the woman right. She get all the rights, but the man don't get no rights. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying she get all the rights, but I mean, if it's ultimately it's her body, right?
Okay.
So if a woman doesn't want to have a kid and you want to have a kid, ultimately it's her decision.
But it ain't his.
If she want to have that kid, it's her decision, man. It's
That's
her
not
decision.
cool.
It's her body.
It's her decision. It's her body. So she want to have a kid. He told you not to have the kids, and just like he told you, I'm not going to be a part of her life, and I'm signing over my rights. So what's the point of making it so big then?
He should have thought about that before he laid down and had the baby with her. He knew he knew the possibility of an outcome.
Okay, but once he signed over the rights, said I don't want the baby no more. I told you from the beginning of the pregnancy, I don't want a baby with you. So why are you making a big deal? Why do you want him in the life when he told you if you want the baby, keep the baby? But don't put me in a situation because I already told you from the get-go. So no reason for you to hit the blogs up. I signed over my parental rights. Hey, look, go do your thing with this baby that you wanted. That's what you wanted. It's your body, it's your right, and you got a right to raise a baby by your damn self.
Yeah, nah, you got to be a stand-up dude when it comes to that, man. These dudes just out here not taking care of their kids or laying down with women and having babies, even if you didn't want the baby, you still got to man up and take care of that kid you laid down and had it. And
Man.
I'm one I don't believe in abortion anyway. So that's my take on it. I mean, if you run out on your responsibility as a man, you laid down there, you had it, then that's on you, bro.
Man, look, it's 2025. Abortion been popping since Roe versus Wade up in the 70s, man. Abortion, we got millions of babies aborted every year. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily agree with it for my own self, but it's legal. It's a thing. It can be done. Shawty over here just clout chasing. He told you, I'm pretty sure she done had some abortions plenty of times already. He told you he don't want the kid.
She might have, but at the same time, why would she go get the baby aborted when she got you on the hook for 18 years just by having this kid? And nigga, you worth millions. That's your fucking fault. That's his fault. Nobody but his. If he didn't want a kid, he should have did his best to strap up or make sure she was on a contraceptive or something like that. Now, after you nutted in a nigga, you can't force to make her eat a plan B.
I mean, and she can't force him to be in the baby's life then. You know what I'm saying? We both was having fun. We was having our time in our lives. I told you this from the get-go, I don't want the baby. And you still having this baby. You can't force him to be in that baby life.
No, you can't force him. You can't force him to be in his baby's life. But look, him taking this type of stance is not only a personal issue within himself. I'll put it that way, but it could potentially mess up his endorsement deals.
Cause he's standing on business. He told a girl that's a 304. Everybody knows Shorty's a 304. Look, first of all, you 10 years older than me. You trying to trap me. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here having fun. You say it's my baby. I took the DNA test, but I'm also signed over my parental rights. I have nothing to do with that child. You wanted a baby. There you go.
If she
Take
was
care.
trying to trap him, she did her job as a woman. If she was trying to trap him, but still, you have to take care of that responsibility, man, especially as a black man. We already looked at, for this shit to be in the media, we already looked at like we don't take care of our kids. We're not in the household with our kids and all this shit. So, as a black man, as a superstar, as somebody that kids look up to, nigga, you shouldn't be putting this shit out that way.
Man, look, as a black man that told you from the get-go, I don't want this kid with you. I was just having fun. You want to keep the baby, that's on you. Go ahead and keep the baby. But I'm not
Exactly.
keeping the baby
This
conversation.
this is why he said he didn't want to be the face of the NBA. Exactly.
That's what he said. Man, even LeBron said nobody wants to be the face of the NBA because they talk too much shit about the person. It don't matter how good you play, you could have did better. Oh, you ain't what you call it. You ain't Michael Jordan. That's why he don't want to be the face of the NBA, bro. I mean, yeah, he's still a ratchet hood dude. He young. I understand that. But bro, at the end of the day, he told the girl. So it just sucks how the girl get to say, the dude like, no, I really want to have this baby. I've been wanting to have a baby for my whole life. And she get to say, oh, too bad, so sad. My body, my choice. But when he say, bruh, look, I was having a fun time with you. You told me you was on them pills. So yeah, I came in, but I don't want the baby. So go ahead and take
If
this.
she did tell him that, then she was being deceptive. But I don't think that was the case. I just think he didn't want to get up. Now he don't want to take care of his responsibilities.
But he
Dude,
doing his thing. He taking care of. He got another daughter in a whole other relationship. I think he got about three.
he do, and then the baby mama called him out on that. The other baby mama called him out and said he wasn't taking care of his responsibilities.
He over here in the whole birthday, got a whole birthday shirt on, dad of the birthday girl, taking pictures with her. He got on his Instagram right now. So just like,
that could be PR, man.
Nah, man, that's some real. This was before the story had broke. I feel like women, y'all sit here want to trap dudes, but when a dude tell you, hey, I don't want the baby, he not playing with you. So what's the point of you keeping the baby? You know what I'm saying? They got this thing that says I can sign over my rights. I don't have to be. And if he sign over his rights, he's not obligated to pay child support. So, yo, you gotta take care of that yourself. You made that hard decision, lay in that hard bed. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, how do you not want to see a child that you produced? How do you? Okay, I can understand if you don't want custody because you're on the road a lot and shit like that. But how do you drop a seed and you not want to nurture that child or see it grow up or just don't have anything to do with it? I don't understand that.
Me personally, I definitely don't understand that. I can't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm speaking for my millennial men. These women out here are trapping. You see that one lady, that one girl, Drea Mitchell. She got a 22-year-old son and she got a 22-year-old boyfriend in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Amber Rose out here with 21 Savage. That was a whole 10, 15-year age gap. These women want to be predators. I can't call them predators, but they want to be super cougars. You understand? This is a young man. Anthony Edwards just turned 23. He don't want to be no 40-year-old. He don't want. Come on, man. Take your ass on somewhere, lady.
That's not the point, though. The
Man.
point is having a child and not wanting anything to do with that child. That's the point.
I don't want anything to do with you, and I told you from the beginning of
That's
the
fine.
pregnancy.
You don't want anything to do with the woman. That's fine. That she ain't got anything to do with him being in this child's life.
I didn't want the kid with you. I told
trying
you.
to justify this nigga not wanting to be in his child's life, man.
Bro,
you cannot justify that. Huh?
He told her from the beginning. I don't get it. I don't understand what the big deal is. He said from the beginning, and now it's a problem because now I'm not taking care. Now the baby's born, and I'm not taking care of the kid.
You just had a little girl.
Sure
right?
did. Yep. 4
Okay.
months.
Could you see yourself not ever want to be in her life?
Nah, I couldn't see that. I couldn't see
Well,
that.
it is.
But
How do you? How could
in,
he?
I'm in love with her mother. Now imagine
So
if I
what that mean? If you're not in love with her mama, then you just fuck the
hey,
child, huh?
if I was out here thugging 22 years old, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for that. We done told you what it is. It's crazy that the woman can. I'm still baffled. The woman can do that at 19, 22, 4, 5 abortions, bragging about it on Facebook. Oh, that's my baby in heaven type shit. But as soon as the man say, and the man got a little status, oh, I got him, girl. I'm good for 18 years. No, you're not. I'll sign this piece of paper and I'm going by my life. Figure that out by yourself.
Anthony Edwards is dead wrong, man. Let's move on from this topic. It is what it is. All right, so 30 correctional officers have been arraigned on charges of setting up gladiator type fights. Y'all forgive me, I'm not as good as Carli Chiffon on moderating the podcast, but she'll be back next week. But like I was saying, 30 correctional officers in LA have been arraigned on setting up gladiator type fights. So let's get into that clip.
In a disturbing story we've been following, 30 detention officers at the troubled Los Padrinos Juvenile Hall in Downey now facing child abuse and endangerment charges. California Attorney General Rob Bonta making the announcement today. This comes in the wake of this disturbing video of a so-called gladiator fight that went viral last year. Bonta says the officers allowed and even encouraged dozens of fights like this among the inmates, some of them as young as 12 years old. But the attorney for a director of the facility, who has also been indicted, says his client is innocent.
My client didn't set up any fights. He didn't know about any fights. So I'm not sure how they got him into this as an accomplice.
The LA County Probation Department releasing a statement saying its department has fully collaborated with law enforcement and the staff involved have been placed on leave without pay. 22 officers were arraigned today and the rest will be arraigned next. In a disturbing story.
The people that's paid to protect you are actually setting up these fights. Well, they're not paid. I'm not going to say they're paid to protect you, but they're paid to guard, try to make sure no harm comes to you in that place.
I mean, I agree, but what's going on at that place in the first place? They fighting. They ain't listening to nobody. They ain't got no authority. They want to be king of the hill. They bullying each other. Well, shit, if you bullying each other, while I'm watching you guys. I'm not make sure nobody gonna get killed, stabbed, or hurt. Let's see who really is then. Let's see who really the king of this motherfucker then. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no problem with it. Sure, they all in juvie for a reason anyways.
Hold on.
We're gonna try to get better conversation up on this conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on the try to hit him on the private chat. I need him to send us. As a matter of fact, let me put the link in the
Put the link in the chat. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, you are supposed to be when you're in prison custody or in jail custody or the government custody, they do have a duty to keep you safe. That's why like celebrities like P. Diddy are in away. I think it's called PC. They're away from the population, from pop or whatever. So they have a duty to keep you safe. But we all know these YNs. They gonna fight. And me watching those little fights that they showed in the news clip, it's looking like when somebody started getting the best of them, the guards step in, push them away, and they dap each other up and they get it popping. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, of course, somebody gonna come out with the shit end of the stick. Somebody gonna get beat up. Somebody gonna get busted eye, veins popping, or something like that. But I mean, when you in the dog eat dog world, dog eat dog shit happens. I mean, that's just the truth.
I mean, but let's see what happens when they are on the opposite end of the spectrum. Let's put it like that. Okay, let's get their ass locked up and see if they want to be forced to be in gladiator fights. Because that's some bullshit. You forcing these little kids to do that shit.
I don't think they said
I know you bet
money.
I know you bet money on the side. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't say forcing. That's different if you forcing. They said
you setting up. you setting up gladiator type fights. You should be trying to keep that shit under control and have it simmer down instead of trying to setting up these fights. You betting on these young kids, not giving a damn if they get hurt or not. Your ass should be thrown in there, and let's throw you on a gladiator form and see how you like it.
But it sounds like it's a volunteer thing. You know what I'm saying? You want to fight? Oh, you want to fight? But shit, let's see who's gonna get it in. Y'all been wanting, y'all been having, y'all want to tussle anyways. Go ahead and get that in then. That's what it seemed like to me. It don't seem like it's a it's a forced thing. Now, if it's a forced thing, now that's really fucked up. But it seemed like, hey, y'all want to fight? Come meet up at this time. We're gonna be there. We're gonna make sure ain't nobody gonna have no shank on them, and go get it in. Who really the king of the hill then? I mean, the OGs used to do that to us at the park. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all, I see the way y'all got off the bus. Y'all got some heat with each other. Get out there and get it in. And then once somebody started getting the best of them, OGs used to break us apart. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and get killed or get hurt. So that's just how it is. That's how it was back in the night.
That's growing up. But we're talking about being in a youth facility where these youth are already in trouble. So the corrections officers should be trying to lead them in a different direction instead of doing this type of shit. And like I said, they betting on their heads.
I feel you, but the correction officer ain't no counselor. You know what I'm saying? They got to deal with that bullshit all day, every day, man.
So did Bearded Conversations get the invite? Did he get the? I sent it in the chat.
I don't know. We probably gonna have to.
Oh, there you go. Here you go, right here. So let me add it.
There you go.
See if we can get him up in here.
We might have to just put him on top of the
right here
topics for now. Yeah.
I want to use this one.
How you doing, brother? Nice to meet you.
What's up with you?
Pleasure. What's going on, DJ? How you feel tonight, brother?
Hey, man, chilling. I was on your show, like 2-3 days ago?
Well, actually, yeah, Friday when I did the interview with yeah. But to speak to this jail shit, bro, they do this for real. I didn't heard about this going on in juvenile detention centers here in Chicago. So it said, so I get what you're saying. YNs, they gonna fight, they gonna do what they do, right? I get that. But when you have guards set up in place to stand there to stop all this from going on, and they escalating this, and they escalating it, like where's the rehabilitation? So now once these young brothers leave and they go into the street, guess what? When they see people that look like me and you that's supposed to be their opposition, guess what they gonna do? Instantly, their minds is going to destruction. You see what I'm saying? In a place where they supposed to be being rehabilitated in a juvenile detention center. I agree with D. They placing bets. They setting it up. They taking them to certain places in sections inside of this juvenile detention center, and they letting them do their thing, bro. Now, with the video that they showed us, that we just seen, that was some BS. Of course, that's what they gonna show to try to, keep it down a little bit, or not to make it seem like they really facilitating these fights, like they going to each child room, popping the door, saying, "Come on, you ready? Let's go." But that's what they really doing.
But if they are doing it, to me, it's better to have them right there watching them. They're gonna get into a fight, get in a scuffle, and once somebody getting the better of them, hey, go ahead and separate. Y'all gonna have to separate because they gonna meet each other in the shower with some shanks probably, or they gonna meet each other in the hallway with some shanks. Go and get that off your chest. Who the king of the hill? You the king of the hill. All right, let's squash it. Let's keep it moving.
But key fact about the juvenile detention center, rehabilitation. Why me as an adult? And then what's crazy is, because I read this article on my show, the majority of the guards who were commissioning this were women. I read the whole I read the whole article.
Wow.
Yeah, but I read the whole article. I don't know, baby. Gotta find this. Might be where your code at, son? Yeah, find your code, baby. But yeah, I read the whole article. So it was women. It was more women guards who were, in charge of this. Like, that's crazy. Like, so men, like, where we at? What are we doing? What type of accountability? Why we ain't saying, what the fuck are y'all? I'm sorry. What are y'all doing? Why y'all got these boys out here fighting? Instead, what they doing is they placing bets, bro. I read the whole article. It's wild. Wild.
I mean, that is wild, but I mean, the guards, they ain't counselors. They want, and then most people that say, even when they go to prison, they come out a better criminal. Ain't nobody getting rehabilitated in prison except for the people like Wallow. He come out with his mind right. People like Wallow or people like who else went in there got just a couple of people going in and get rehabilitated. That's because they doing the work themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's not like most of the people that come out become better criminals.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to go in there. You got sometimes it takes you a little time to adjust, adapt, and really think about why you're in there and what you want to do when you get out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's up to the individual to do it, but then it should be also up to the people that work for the corrections officers to try to lead them, especially the juveniles, to try to lead them um into a positive direction. Let me put it like that. I was at a loss of words, but it's up to them to try to lead them in a positive direction to stop the recidivism, to make sure that they don't carry this over into their adult life. You know what I'm saying? We have to start getting some positivity out of these youngsters, man.
Nah,
I
that's
agree.
facts. I mean, you
I
don't
agree.
get
Now, if this was adults, I could see what you're saying, DJ. Now, if it was adults, yeah, like maybe if it was adults, but I don't. I shouldn't have to be no damn counselor to because the age groups of the kids. I think they said that the fights were between 12 and the age range was like from 12 to 17. I don't need to be no damn counselor to know how to disarm or
facts.
disengage a fight that's going on between two 12-year-olds. Come on, brother. I don't need to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist for that. I'm the adult in the situation. I'm the power source in the situation. If I say I got 10 kids, if I say sit the fuck, bro, if I'm hollering, bro, I'm just me. When I holler, adults turn around and move and sit down. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I no, bro, these kids, bro, it's not like they grown men.
But you can't tell these YNs nothing. Even if the Rock Johnson swole body came up in there and told them, yelled at them, they gonna like, what's up?
I don't
You know
believe
what I'm
that.
saying?
I don't believe that.
You
I
don't
don't believe
believe that? You see what
I
they did
coach
with
I coach youth football, bro, and I deal with all walks of life, bro. I deal with kids that come on the football field with their guns. You hear me? They coming out there with their guns because they got to get on the bus and go back home because they don't have a parent picking them up. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I deal with a lot of this. Sometimes, bro, all they want is a motherfucker. I'm sorry, all they want is a brother or a sister. You know what I'm saying, or an older person to tell them it's okay or to walk them through. Now, not all, because even with adults, it's hard to reach people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like it's a perfect world, but some of these kids, bro, you be surprised, bro. They be wanting that. They not really like that. You know what I'm saying? They not.
y'all got some points, but
You shouldn't be encouraging it either as an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, D. Yeah.
hey, they in there for a reason.
Well, see, DJ. Now you can't say that because yes, they are in there for a reason. But if they're in there for petty theft or they're in there because they're running away from home and the structure in the home isn't what it should be, so they out here trying to find love and get representation of what they might think love is from somewhere else. If they doing that, we can't always say that young kids that go into these juvenile detention centers are all degenerates, are all bad, are all messed up. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case with all of them. But now when you get that mix, now guess what? The ones that's not like that, shit, they on their way to being like that because that's what they know and that's what they being trained and they seeing inside of these facilities instead of this so-called rehabilitation that we trying to put in front of them. You know what I'm
But
saying?
who is even the grown men ain't coming out rehabilitated. I hear people say when they went to jail, they came out a better prison. I mean, they came out a better criminal, and they learned how to not get caught this time. Also,
Yeah,
like,
but we talking about adults, not children. Children are easily are more malleable and easier to shape and mold than an adult mind. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
facts.
yeah,
And
That's
then
facts.
those dudes, they not in there looking to become
Thank you.
a positive part of society. You know what I'm saying? When they get out, you have to go in there with the mindset that hey, I'm gonna come out a better man than I came in. Those dudes that's in there, they not doing that. They just passing the time, knowing that they gonna get out and do the same shit over again. You have to have your mind made up that hey, I'm not gonna be in this situation again.
nah,
Yeah.
facts.
Because there's
And most
plenty of
of
programs in there. There's plenty of
yeah,
programs in there.
yeah. Yeah, and when they get out, D, what they do, D, when they get out, that's why the turnover rate for going in and out of jail is ridiculous, man. And when you get out of jail, guess what? When you get out of jail, they say within 3 to 6 months, stats show that person gonna be right back in jail.
Yep, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But when you
but
get, I
kids,
mean, when you get out, it's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Because you got that X on your back, so you're gonna have a tough time finding employment. But you just gotta stand fast because most of the time, the hardships is hard, and then it's that breakthrough. Most people don't wait until that breakthrough. When it gets the hardest, that's when that breakthrough is about to come. Most people don't
yes,
wait
sir.
on the breakthrough though. They do
Yes, sir.
something stupid and foolish before they actually get to the breakthrough. And that's just life in general.
Yeah, facts. That's what I'm going
Mhm.
through right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
See,
breakthrough
that's
is
why
coming.
I
You
say,
just gotta wait on it.
yeah, that's why I say you can't always put those type of situations on the youth or those younger kids because a lot of times, bro, the struggle is real, bro. Like I know you coach, but well, I don't know how it is down there in Houston where you at, but bro, when the kids get dropped off to me, bro, I don't see no daddies, you
Yeah,
know. And then guess what? When practice is over with, guess what I'm doing? I'm standing outside making sure everybody get home because practice over with at 8 o'clock, but the mamas ain't pulling up to 9:30.
yeah,
Now,
facts.
you gotta think about this. Now think about this as a child. You ain't got no daddy. Your mama, you probably man, come on, man. We know what it is. Let's be for real, man. Just like with the situation we was talking about that little girl. Bro, regardless of whatever happened when she went outside, she shouldn't have put her hands on her. You feel me?
I feel you.
That's all now. Even when you go into a store and you stealing something, man, they ain't allowed to check. I ain't saying stealing is right. You know what I'm saying? Because you should be reprimanded for it. But again, come on, man. You dragged her back in. Like, bro, that's crazy, bro. That's not how you handle business. And again, like and not to get off of the prison, but like I said, I was out last night, bro. A young lady stepped outside of the bar. The owner thought she ran off with her tab. She came back in and it was a big argument ensued. And then now the bartender want to fight. Like, yo, why do we do this shit, bro? Like clearly she was outside and she came back in. Why the fuck are we fighting? And then
Right.
she paid her tab.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
No sense of discernment, but I agree with that, man. I mean, I got a business, so I ain't gonna put my hands on nobody like that. I'm just gonna refuse service to you for the next time. You know what I'm saying? So people just don't understand how to. I don't think they have that good discernment, and to me, it comes from the family. But
So again, like you said, good discernment and it comes from the family. So how much discernment do you think a 12, 13, 14-year-old boy has going inside of a juvenile detention home where over 30 officers, who the majority of which was female, are letting them gladiate, betting on these fights and doing what the hell and letting them do what the hell they want to do. Why even have them in the detention center then? Might as well put them back on the street, send them back home.
nah, facts. I mean, that dude. I mean, it's crazy to hear it, but at the same time, like I'm saying, when them boys get to shanking each other because they got to get that animosity off, he's gonna be like, well, I wish we would have had some type of sanctioned little fighting going on, so they could have got that little. A lot of these kids need to get. That's why kids play football. I used to coach football. A lot of these kids got a lot of animosity, but once they hit somebody, it's like that's a totally different kid. Like they calm down, they feeling good.
No, that's not always true. Cause once they get hit, then I think the toughest motherfuckers be like, "Oh no, we ain't doing this." You know what I'm saying? And I've been coaching
Yeah.
football for over 20 years, so it kind of varies. But again, if you're going to say that, when it comes to the shanking thing, well, if that's the case, let's institute a boxing program inside of the juvenile detention center instead of just letting them go bare knuckle and beating each other up and putting bruises and stuff on each other's faces and bodies and broken ribs and broken nose and retinas detached. Like, come on, man. No, 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 no. And then it looked like that's a hardwood floor in that facility, man. You fall and you hit your head. Now, what if a child would have died from one of these fights? Then
Nah,
what?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know?
the adults are
Get a
totally.
boxing ring. Put them in a boxing ring. Get some coaches. Let's facilitate it the right way. If this is a plan now, and I'm not against what you're saying about letting them get their aggression out, but if we're going to do that, let's facilitate it in a way where it's actually rehabilitation versus we just letting them be YNs and gladiators and open. You know?
No, that's facts. That's facts. And
Mm.
right now, I'm trying to put the devil. I'm trying to talk like the other part of the story. You know what I'm saying? Talk for the correctional officers. But I mean, I don't. I personally don't agree with that shit. And as a grown man, I wouldn't. I don't even let kids cuss or fight in front of me anyway. So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's gonna be cutthroat because it's 30 officers. Somebody already telling. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
Right.
you already
They
know.
don't want to see. They don't want to see the other side of those bars. Somebody already telling who
And,
really orchestrated.
and that's a good point, D, because how did it even come out? How did they even get this video footage if we're all officers and we supposed to be together on what we doing? That's what I'm saying. So who put this tape out? Like it had to be now, and my theory was, did one of the officers get one of the kids to tape the fights? You know what I'm saying? While the fights was going on for them, while they was doing whatever, or how did that even happen? You see what I'm saying? For these tapes to even get out.
They got that look like security footage. So they
But
going.
they got access to that. They got access to that. You best believe that the sheriff got access to that. Whoever running that department, they got access to all the video
Yeah,
footage.
yeah, and that's how they do. They like just like Hollywood. They gonna get you when it's time for you to go. They got evidence on you, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
that's crazy. That's
Hey, if
crazy.
you want to stay on the panel, man, you're welcome to stay on the panel. We
Oh
got.
yeah, yes, sir, brother. Next subject. Next subject. Go ahead. I ain't trying to take over the show. I just want to show y'all some love, man. DJ been on my show and I appreciate the brother, man. I show love, bro. I'm new at this getting up here talking to the people. So, man, I just been trying to find like-minded individuals to build with and stay positive with. So, I appreciate you for letting me on your panel.
Yeah, for
Nah,
sure.
definitely. You good. You welcome anytime, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna jump into this LeBron G checking Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought this was at the end of the game, but apparently this happened sometime in the third quarter. He said during the
In the third
timeout.
quarter.
Oh,
Yeah, in
okay.
the third
Yeah.
quarter. Yeah, in the third
Stephen A.
quarter. So
stood on business, though. I gotta give him that, man.
he did.
I ain't gonna say he stood on business, but he stood there like a grown man. He stood there like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting hold. Put it like that.
But again, like what's like LeBron for real? Like, bro, his job is to report on sports, bro. I don't give a hell what the situation is. His job is to be a reporter. If you don't like what he's saying, that's on you. Your job is to get paid to play ball and to do whatever other business ventures that you got going on. Your job ain't to be worried about what the hell Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, Ocho Cinco, Cam and Mace. That ain't y'all job to be worried about what they saying, bro. So do you mean tell me you gonna go out to everybody that say something bad about Bronny and you and how you playing? And come on, man, come on, come on.
Come on, man, and come on, LeBron got to understand that Bronny is a professional now. You know what I'm saying? They can't hold back the punches, and he is your son. He should be able to roll with the punches. People
Thank
he been hearing that since probably middle school, elementary school. Like, oh, your dad sucked, and oh, you just getting this position because your dad. So I'm pretty sure he's probably hardened to that type of conversation. So for LeBron, and LeBron's my favorite from the get go, but for him to do that, it kind of showed me how emotional he be. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that it's a lot of emotion attached to that. Man, come on. Bronny doing good. Just keep it moving. And I feel like you bring up more attention to Bronny with this situation than if you would just let that thing go, man.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think he
only
gonna let
that, oh, go ahead.
Well, I don't think he's gonna let it go. I like the fact. So don't get me wrong, y'all. I do like the fact that he's speaking up for his son because as a father, because we got to put it in the mind frame of him being a father, an athlete, entrepreneur, and all that as well. So as a father, I get it, but now he has to realize this is the business point part of it. You push for your son to be in this type of world because that's what he wanted. So you're not going to always be around to shield him from that. So he needs to learn how to take accountability and responsibility for the things that he do as well. Now, he doesn't have to be as great as you, and that's what he should be telling LeBron. He shouldn't be talking to Stephen A. Smith. He should be
Right.
talking to Bronny James, letting him know, well, this is what's going on. This is how it's going to be. I'm gonna need you to stay strong, regardless of whatever. Don't even worry about the narrative. Because look, hell, Michael Jordan two sons, they horrible. A lot of NBA. No, if y'all look it up, a lot of NBA players that were great, their kids are horrible.
Yep.
Yeah,
But the ones that wasn't so good or had mediocre careers, their kids are the shit right now playing.
yeah,
Yeah, like Steph Curry.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, his dad was mediocre, but he best shooter in the league.
Yeah,
You
I
know
think
what I'm saying?
Kyrie Irving dad. I think he was good in college. I don't think he was that much in the NBA. And look at him.
Right. Right. Kobe Bryant father wasn't nothing. He wasn't that
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just it is what it. But again, talk to your son, man. Just tell your son about, what I'm saying, the woes, and just just make sure he ready and prepared for that. It's not for you to attack and go out there every analyst that speaks about the situation. And don't get me wrong, man. I ain't gonna lie. As a father, I probably would have did the same thing. But I wouldn't have did it at a game. I'd have called Stephen A. Smith up, man. You know you got his number. Call him up. You know you can go to Stephen A. crib or he can come to your crib. Call him up. Don't do it at a game because now this is what makes us look bad when we get out here like us as men when we get on these platforms and we speak against these things. And then look who we got. We got our billionaires. We got our prominent people who our kids look up to because he on TV every damn day. And look how he acting and reacting. And we sitting here talking about that. That's not gonna help us. Come on, LeBron. Could have had a phone call.
This the thing for me though. For LeBron to come fresh out of high school and endure all the scrutiny that he endured throughout his tenure in the league, Bronny should have been built for this. He
Yeah.
should have knew all the scrutiny that he was gonna be under coming into this, especially with him underperforming in college. Okay, we knew it was gonna be a lot of scrutiny. We knew from him being LeBron's son that he was gonna be under the gun and how good he was and how well he performed. So he should have already been trained on this. I can understand LeBron from a father's point of view, but from him being in the league so long,
Thank you.
they should have already been on top of this and knew how to handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
And then
Bronny is a grown man now.
yeah, and you push for him to join the Lakers, bro, knowing that he didn't play that much. Bro, he averaged 2 points in college. I'm not saying that because a lot of times the college game doesn't that transition doesn't correlate when you're stepping up into the NBA. So a lot of the draft picks that were picked last year, a lot of those guys they currently aren't on any NBA rosters.
Yeah. But I gotta give it to Stephen A. Smith because when I seen it, I was kind of mad at LeBron. But when I seen what Stephen A. said, he was like, that wasn't a basketball player, that was a father. And I'm like what Beater Conversation said. Yeah, I thought I put myself in the shoe and I said, yeah, I probably would have said something as a dad. I probably would have said some shit to somebody always shitting on my son and knowing he's 19, 20 years old. But at the same time, I feel like LeBron just, like you said, we don't need to. That could have been done behind closed doors. You got the man number.
You're gonna have to let him weather his own storms, though.
Facts.
You're only gonna be in the league a couple of more years, if that. So, you're gonna have to let him weather these storms by himself. He's gonna have to know how to take criticism, how to speak on it, how to, media training. He should have had this already.
Yeah, yeah.
Ms. Murray says Marcus Jordan was decent at UCF. Yeah, I think he transferred. He transferred to UCF. So you got to follow the career. He before UCF, he wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? But and don't get me wrong, he was a decent player. I just don't think Marcus had the determination and the drive to really want to play
I
basketball.
think
I don't really
Marcus
think
was better. Ain't he taller than Bronny? I think he was a little bit better than Bronny. Like, what?
Yeah. Well, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he was like he was like really he was better than Bronny. He big more size, but I just don't think he had that drive to want to be an NBA player. I
Nah.
think Bronny. I think Bronny has that drive, and don't get me wrong, because right now he's doing this thing in the D League. It just takes time,
Definitely do
Like
things
that
again.
pressure, LeBron, my daddy. I got to come out here and motherfucker want me. I mean, people want me to score 20 points a game every night. They
On the
not finna.
Lakers, the brightest
Right.
light.
Showtime Lakers.
Yeah, we take the Showtime Lakers no more, but
Hey man, hold on, man. We got Luke over there, man. They got something going on over there, man.
you know what I'm saying? And that ain't gonna correlate neither. Everybody thinking they gonna win 3 champions. Luka gonna get 3 championships over there with the Lakers. No, he not, man. Luka might win one if he win one. Luka gonna have to lead the Lakers to win a championship. I don't think he's gonna get one with the Lakers.
We'll take
It's
one. Nah, he gonna get
I don't
that
know. I think they need one more serious piece to be seriously talked
We'll
about
take
as
one
contenders.
championship for Braun Lee.
Don't nobody want to play with LeBron, y'all.
What?
Who want to play with LeBron?
Come on,
LeBron moves the teams. Listen, LeBron moves around the teams and build teams. LeBron don't say, "Look, I'm staying here. Who want to come over here and get this money with me, man?"
everybody want to
Not
play
money as far as
LeBron.
monetary, but money as far as
LeBron,
championships.
he isn't ball dominant. He actually shares the ball. He could. That's why he can do it with us two superstars like he did in
Yeah,
Miami.
man. But his attitude, man, I just literally
Oh
before I
yeah,
got on with y'all, I just watched how Mario Chalmers got into it with him. You know what I'm saying? I just watched how a few of his other teammates got into it with him. You know what I'm saying? About words. Not necessarily bad words. It's the in context. It's just how they use it. Like, come on, man, stop bitching. Let's get to it. We winning. Let's stay focused.
yeah.
Let's stay in it. And
Like
you
he
get
did
mad and upset?
in the
Come
finals.
on, man.
In the finals when he was with the Cavs and he got mad at who was that? J.R. Smith for doing that. I thought that was some crybaby shit. I'm like, damn, LeBron, your body language is off for your team. But at the same time, we're gonna get one of these championships one more time with Luka though. We gotta be patient. We're gonna get it.
Let's see what Stephen A had to say
All right.
about his situation with LeBron.
People was talking about LeBron called me out my name, or somebody I saw somebody said he called me a bitch. Somebody said he called me a punk and all this. None of that is true. He was fiery. He approached me during the game and he said, "Stop effing with my son. That's my effing son. Stop effing with my son." I said, "What? Nah, man, straight up, man to man. Real talk. Stop effing with my son." And I saw how furious he was. And I said, "We can talk about it later." "Nah, F that. Stop effing with my son. That's my son. I said, "All right, dog. Fine." And he walked away. That wasn't a basketball player talking to me last night.
Yeah,
that was a dad. He rolled up on me as a father. I didn't want to address it. As I tweeted here, I wouldn't have either had it not gone viral. And regardless of everybody wanting to walk around acting like they don't have bosses, I don't deny the fact that I have bosses. I work for ESPN, and ESPN called me this morning. They said, "What you mean you ain't talking about it?" We most certainly have to talk about it. This directly involves you. People was talking about LeBron called me out my name, or somebody else saw somebody said he called me a bitch. Somebody said he called me.
Thing, but yeah,
I just feel like,
ESPN told him, "Nigga, you go talk about it."
but also I feel like when I first saw it, I'm like, Stephen A is always so careful with his words. So for Bron to be that furious, I don't feel like Stephen A said anything derogatory. He probably was a little hard on him, but Stephen A is very careful with his words, and he ain't gonna say nothing that's just too crazy or straight disrespectful. So I feel like LeBron, that energy, he gonna have to put that on the court, man.
He said actually the comment that he was speaking about wasn't towards Bronny at all. It was towards LeBron.
Oh
He
wow.
said he said he was telling LeBron that Bronny needs time to develop. When he was commentating on it, he was basically aiming it towards LeBron, but I guess LeBron was taking it like it was shade towards Bronny. But he said, even Magic Johnson was saying the same thing. Let him go to the G League. He's not ready.
Yeah. Magic Johnson saying the same thing, man.
But regardless of all that, whether he's ready or not, man, come on, bro. Like we gotta stop this. Like, bro, your son is in the league now. Just like when Cam and Mace, I don't know if y'all watch It Is What It Is, when they was talking about what's his name? Was it Shakur Stevenson when he had that fight and it was a horrible fight and the fight was boring? I watched that fight. That fight was boring.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Now don't get me wrong. Mayweather does the same thing, but when you watch Floyd Mayweather, it's more tactical. Watching Shakur Stevenson box, it's like shit, he a running scared chicken. That's a good counter boxer. It's not like he's a real a threat or you know what I'm saying? It don't look like he's strategically planning to, stick and move and run the whole fight. He looks scared during the whole fight. But again, you come back and you talk to them, "Oh man, if y'all think so, y'all can get in the ring with me." Come on, bro. Like, my job is a sports analyst. My job ain't to get in the ring with you. LeBron, my job is a sports analyst. My job is to report on what I see. If your son is trash and he's garbage and he can't play, he's trash. He's garbage. He can't play. Like, what's the problem?
The thing is with the way that Cam them did Shakur, I feel like they was literally shitting on him though. It's like if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't just come shitting on the dude though. It's a young dude trying to get his stock up, and you guys are just
I
really
disagree.
piling it on, man. And they did the same thing with Clarissa when Mike Tyson and Jake Paul had that fight. They was like, "Oh, that was the best woman fight I ever saw." And Clarissa like, "Actually, my fight brought more numbers." And they like, "Clarissa, you ain't fought nobody." They just shit. They feel like they be shitting on the young black up and coming people, and it's just like,
What, see, no, brother, and I'm gonna keep it 100, and I'm gonna keep it 100 because I'm a boxing fan. That fight before that woman's fight before that Jake Paul and
They was
Mike Tyson,
killing.
that was one of the best woman fights I ever seen. And I watched Clarissa Shields boxing matches, bro. I don't give I don't care about no numbers. We talking about the excitement in the fight game. See, that's the problem. See, we so socially administered or adhering to the numbers, to the money. I'm talking about the actual sport of boxing and the performance that they put on. I ain't seen Clarissa Shields have a fight like that.
and you ain't
Period.
seen Clarissa Shields knotted up like either one of them fighters after the fight either because she's
It don't
dominating.
matter about not being knotted up, bro. I done seen some of my best UFC brothers get knotted up, who I would never expect to get knotted up. That happens.
It happens
Okay,
if you
it
like
happens.
you duking it out. Carissa is dominating. If she got in the ring with any of those girls, they wouldn't go knock her up like that. Boxing is about not
Man,
getting
just
cut.
like the last fight, bro. She fought that old woman. Man, get the hell out. Come on,
That woman is
DJ.
like
Yeah, I
6'5",
think the old girl was 42 years old, man. That
bro.
was
She's
crazy.
DJ.
6'5". Oh, come with experience.
Man, we gonna put you on timeout, DJ. Clarissa Shield, that the fight shouldn't even went the only reason that fight went as long as it did was for the money, brother. Because I believe Clarissa Shields could have been beat her. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. It's about numbers. It's not about the actual sport no more. So yeah, she might bring more numbers. And listen, she a queen, man. She one of my melanated sisters. So do I encourage people to watch her fights? Do I encourage and subscribe and support and tell people to go check out? Yeah, I do. But guess what? When they do, the fight's not what they supposed to be. Now, I'm not saying because them Cro-Magnon Neanderthals put on a better fight that I'm going to support them more than I would Clarissa. But I'm just saying, bro, it was a better fight.
So it's a better fight because they're sitting here exchanging blows when boxing is about to hit and not get hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
see, brother, I don't think you understand. Go look up the definition of the word boxing. Boxing is not about not getting hit. We're a boxing. It's a pugilistic sport. You're supposed to get hit. That strategic thing about boxing came in the latter. Well, I ain't gonna say
gotta
the
be
latter.
strategic. If not, you're gonna end up like not what Mayweather, like Ali at the end. You know what I'm saying? It's a pugilistic sport, and you still want to live after your 35 years
Guess
after
what?
you're 35 years old in boxing, bro.
So DJ, this goes back to like when you was talking about Anthony Edwards. I get what you were saying, but put a damn condom on. You mean to tell me, brother,
Exactly.
as a grown man, and I don't give a hell whether you want to take care of the little girl or not, but as a grown man, when you lay down with a woman, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a hell whether I want to take care of a child or not. Even if I don't, when it happens, you know what I'm saying? I'm biologically wired. Oh shit, that's my kid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna mess with old girl, but guess what? I'm gonna see the baby. You know what I'm saying? Put a condom on, bro. Yeah, when you're fighting, bro. Like, look at the UFC fight, bro. The cauliflower ears and shit. That's what come with it. I'm not saying everybody gonna come out or turn out like Muhammad Ali, but bro, come on. So you mean what fighter do you know that ain't gonna get hit if they a boxer though? Let's be for real.
Shakur took the less punishment out of anybody I know. You can't
Cause
sit
his
there.
fights are set up.
You can't take punishment, bro. If Mayweather showed us that hit him with that finish shell. You don't want to just get hit when you can
See, no, you can't say that about Mayweather. Mayweather did take punishment. Mayweather broke his hand in a fight and still won the fight
his
with one.
hands though.
See what I'm saying? It don't matter. We talking about breaking body parts. Period. It ain't necessarily got to be to your head. You know what I'm saying? Because
But
when you talking about the head thing, like with the football, with the CTE, like you're going to get hit.
you're
Period.
going to get hit.
You know,
But
you're
you
going
got
to
to
get.
be strategic with it. You got to be an athlete. You
I
can't just be
don't.
a brawler.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, but again, it's entertainment. running the whole fight is not entertainment. If that's what I'm paying $100 for when I go pay for a pay-per-view, I want to be entertained. When I go pay $200-300 to go sit in section 100 in these NBA games, bro, I don't want LeBron, Luca, Austin Reeves, and Bronny James not to be playing that night. You
I
know,
feel you.
then and when I get to the game, I don't even know who on the damn court.
I feel you.
Shakur Stevenson not gonna bring those kind of numbers on pay-per-view.
And because people like Cameron is diminishing his likeness, man.
It's not Cameron, it's his fighting style.
No.
It's
We gonna
his
put on
skill set.
timeout, DJ. Get him, D. Get him, D. Get him, D. We gonna put DJ on timeout.
What a chat. Come on, chat. Help me out, chat. Come on, man.
Shakur Stevenson just ain't got it, man. He ain't got it. He ain't as marketable as they try to make him seem.
So what do you think about this Tank Davis fight? I'm sorry, I don't want to get y'all off y'all topics.
Nah,
but
you good. I actually think Tank lost that fight.
He did lose that fight.
I don't see how. He landed more punches. You gotta beat the
DJ
champion.
on timeout.
You
He
gotta
got
beat the
outboxed. He got outboxed, man.
He got outboxed, but he didn't land more punches than him. He didn't land more power punches than him. Bro, the only thing he did, if Tank wouldn't have took that knee, it would have been a wrap, bro. He took
It wasn't even a knee. Tank was getting beat up in there. What is you talking about?
Yeah.
It wasn't
How he
even a
getting
knee.
beat up when dude landed more Tank landed more punches and more power punches.
No. He landed more punches. Tank just landed more power punches and more body blows. You know what I'm saying? But overall, the CompuBox overall, Lamont Rose Jr. landed more punches. It's just
Like
that he
5
landed
more
more.
punches.
It don't matter. And we go into about CompuBox, and I believe he only won it because he kept coming forward and he didn't show the lack of disparity within the fight, and he just kept coming forward. So I believe that's why
he
they made it
did
a draw.
have Tank
And
on his back pedals.
Thank you, but Roach won that fight, brother. Roach won that fight, man.
Man, you gotta beat the champion. Like you gotta
Even Tank knew Roach won the fight. Why would Tank tell him they not gonna give it to you if he didn't think he lost the fight?
Because he letting you know you didn't do enough to win this fight. I'm off my game right now, and you still not about to get the fight because you didn't do enough.
Hey, so you really believe the Grease got in his eye then, right?
The Grease got in his eye. He got punched. He looked at the ref. He was like, "I'm gonna sit down because I can't see anything."
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, DJ.
I mean, the
Because
hairstylist did say she
did
didn't put no grease in his hair.
So did you see the statement of the woman that did his hair that says she used greaseless products in his head? Did you see that? The woman that did his hair came out and said that she don't even use.
You think that punch resulted to Tank actually taking a knee because he looked at cognizant?
No, I actually think that because I don't think the punch made him take a knee because again he looked off and then he decided for a minute and then he took a knee. I think the knee was a reset for itself. I don't think it was the actual punch itself. But still again, we don't know how that contract was set up. We don't know what was going on inside of that contract because again, that knee should have been counted as a knockdown because he voluntarily took that knee. I don't give a hell if it wasn't a punch or not. Listen, if that bell go ding, 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 and I go down to the ground, me and you fighting, and say, DJ, if me and you in the fight, bro, and the bell go ding, 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 and I go down to the floor, guess what? That's a knockdown, whether you touch me or not.
I mean, yeah, I give it to y'all. But look, if they fought again, I know for a fact. No, I understand where y'all coming from. But if they fought again, I cannot see Roach putting up that fight again. Tank is going to dismantle this guy.
It was controversy in his corner, but I guarantee you this: if he fight Roach again, Calvin Ford will be the one training him.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he switched his corner up. Yeah. And I just think Tank a little cocky right now. I think that the brother, you know what I'm saying? Remember, because he said he was going to retire.
I'm about to say
I think the brother just looking for a good payday, and he wants to get paid, and you know what I'm saying. He just want to get treated fairly in the boxing game. Whereas today the boxing game ain't what it used to be. So I think if Roach fought him again, I think Roach has built up enough confidence, and if he go back and watch that fight, I think Roach would come with a little bit more aggression. And again, Roach had him on the ropes a few times and just didn't attack. Tank should have been gone.
Because Tank is a great counter.
With that straight left, and that you ain't see him stumble.
But Tank is a great counter puncher though. Roach didn't want those problems. I just waiting for Roach to attack because I know Tank gonna peep out that weakness and sit him down. So he knew
He
Roach
ain't
was
out
playing
there.
smart.
I don't know. It seemed like Roach had his number because he was countering every time Tank threw something. He had a counter for it. Like he
Tank
knew
was
where
on.
he was coming from.
And that's the best fight. That's the best fight I've seen Tank. Well, that's the best opponent, excuse me, that I have seen Tank fight. That stood there in the ring, toe to toe with that brother, taking his
Yeah.
punches and just going the distance with him and not moving and not budging. Like I'm here just like you here. You know, most fighters they get caught up into, I believe they get caught up into the nostalgia of it being Tank Davis, regardless of whether you're a boxer or not. I don't give a hell even if you're a professional. You can't tell me some of these NBA players or some of these football players when they going against a person that's right across them that they've been watching their and a half their life. Like that nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? I believe Roach went into that fight with none of that. He went into that fight like, look, you Tank Davis, I'm Lamont Roach Jr., and we finna go.
But the difference is Lamont's been in the ring, been in the culture, been in the area. They both from Baltimore. He to him it's not like that's Tank Davis. It's like that's a nigga from the housing projects down the street. I know him. I know his family. So I don't think he got caught up in the lights like that. And I knew it was
That's
gonna
what
be
I'm saying. That's why I say he didn't. That's
yeah.
what I'm
Okay,
saying. He
yeah.
didn't get caught. Yeah. See, even during the you know how they do the weigh-in, you notice Tank didn't clown him like he do everybody else.
I was
Tank
telling my dude
they know
that.
each other's
Yeah.
mama. They know each other's mama. He even said, nah, your mom said we ain't even finna do that,
Yeah.
out of respect because they know each other. It's
Yeah.
that respect. I think that respect that he had for Roach, that's another reason why that fight wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a mutual respect thing. Usually when you go into these fights, I'm not respecting the motherfucker. I mean, the person that's across from me, bro. I'm trying to tear his head off.
I agree. I agree with that. I mean, what we got next, Demure?
Faison Love, man. Faison Love got arrested in his hometown of
I
San
ain't see this
Diego.
one.
Actor Faison
I ain't hear
Love
about
pleaded
this one
not
either, but
guilty at a
Faison
San
always.
Diego County court on Tuesday for an assault with a deadly weapons charge.
He is known for his roles in movies including Elf and Couples Retreat. NBC7 was the first to tell you that an arrest warrant was issued for Love after investigators say he threw a credit card reader at a receptionist's head at the Sheraton in Mission Valley last August. Police say he was upset the hotel had no vacancy, even though he made a reservation through a third-party app. The receptionist is suing Love, saying she got a concussion from the attack. The DA says Love faces 7 years behind bars if he is convicted. He's scheduled to be back in court next month. We reached out to Love through his Instagram account for comment. His only response was, quote, San Diego, the finest city in America. It's good to come home and feel you still belong. Viva las cuatro milpas, apparently referring to the recently closed Barrio Logan restaurant.
Oh, man.
Bro, man, it just amazes me, man, how we come out of our situations in certain predicaments, man, and we just seem to still don't get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like you who you are. Like, there's no vacancies. Guess what? We're gonna move around, be an adult, move around, and go to another hotel. Things happen. We rely on technology too much, man. A lot of times, with those third party apps, things go wrong.
Yeah.
How about coming in as a rational individual and being an adult and figuring out a way to, possibly regain your registration for your room. Like, and we wonder why the kids wild out like they wild out. This is why our youth is in such a term. Like, come on, man.
And now he's facing 7 years because
That's
that's
what
what
I'm saying.
you gotta stop and think about it. But I think he's been on hinge for a couple of years because he remember that fight he had in the airport? He was beating
Yeah.
up. So it's
Yeah.
like for everybody it was like, oh, Faison can fight. Back then, everybody was loving it, and now it's like, nah, ain't nobody. The authority ain't playing with your ass this time, bro. And then you hit a woman in the head with the thermal
With the
printer.
credit card reader, yeah, man. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. It never ceases to amaze me, man. The more we grow, the more money we get, man. It's just the stupidest shit. We just come on, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one thing to be upset about, them not having any vacancies in the hotel. It's a whole nother thing to get upset to go to the point where you throw in credit card readers and shit. I mean, you gotta have more self control than that, bro. Especially you being an actor, you know what I'm saying, a public figure, especially, a lawsuit coming with that.
Yeah.
What the
Thank
fuck are
you.
you thinking?
Thank
Like,
you.
you just giving away free money.
Yeah. That's some dumbass shit, man.
Look, and free time now because you're going to jail if they prosecute you.
7 years. They ain't say nothing about probation or nothing. So yeah, that's dumb as hell, phase
They
on.
did say he facing 7 years, so they trying to really criminally prosecute the man.
Yeah,
If they,
exactly. People already looking at you like a walking lick. Don't give them a reason. You know what I'm
and then he
saying?
really ain't a walking lick, so you just giving up the rest of the little money that you got.
Exactly. And you hurting
Yo,
your career. I can't see
yo,
nobody wanting to
his
work.
residuals that he always on every interview talking about.
But I can't see Hollywood wanting to work with him after this. You know how people are, like, your reputation precedes you, and now if we don't give you what you want, or we don't, you know what I'm saying, abide by your demands, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna strike. You're gonna strike my producer. So he could end up. This could really end up hurting his career.
He might be having a meltdown. I don't really remember Faison Love being in any recent movies. He just been doing like a lot of Vlad interviews.
I tell you a fool. Hey, D, you a fool. Hey, you. Well, don't do face on like that, man. Don't do it. Well, yeah, we know he'll be listed all well. I ain't gonna even say B. I would consider him as a C lister. Um, and maybe this is the reason why, y'all. Maybe he hasn't been afforded, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the opportunities or resources to be in a lot of films because of this. We don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true too.
because of that attitude. It's ridiculous.
Right. Don't know.
Faison do better, bro. You
Yeah,
talking about
we ain't gonna harp too much on Faison Love, but this leads us into our next clip, which is I Show Speed came into a restaurant, right? It was a lot of people in there chanting his name. Well, this white lady felt the need to flick him off. So let's get into that.
Middle fingers to me. Why you put a middle finger to me? Why you put a middle finger to me, Mel? No, she put a middle finger up to me. Why though? I tried to have dinner. Can we take pictures? Yo, she put the middle finger to me. She put the middle finger to me for no reason.
Okay, that's fine.
What?
I just trying to eat dinner, yeah?
I try to eat dinner too, okay? I'm just trying to do the same thing, okay? So relax. I just came here to eat dinner just like you, so don't get mad at me, okay? I'm sorry that this happened, but that's just what it is. That is how life is, okay?
Let's agree then. You go one way and we'll carry on with our dinner.
All right, okay. Well, next time, tell that young lady not to throw a middle finger at me, because I didn't do anything to her.
Why, when shit like this go down, it always get reversed like we're the fucking problem?
I hate that shit. I was just about to say that. It's crazy. But she over here showing some ratchet ass tendencies, an old ass lady with gray in her head, acting like that. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. And shout out to
Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Be careful. Don't y'all say that about the white folk. Master gonna get us. Hey man, I ain't gonna disrupt y'all show, but F that white lady, man. Listen, let me tell you something, man. I guarantee you, everybody at that table knew who that brother was, bro. It's not his, like he said, it ain't his fault that the people love him like that, man. He bigger than Casanat right now.
Yeah.
Everybody know who he is. He was just in the
WWE.
Yeah, and I'm a wrestling fanatic, bro. Like, bro, I know it's fake, but I still love wrestling.
Yeah, no, of course. Nah,
bro, like, come on, bro. You like he didn't. Come on,
and
man.
shout out to Steve for addressing it, because a lot of people would just be like, "Oh," and move on. But he sat there and addressed it. Make her sit in that uncomfortableness, like they try to make us sit into that shit.
Yeah, shout out to Steve for addressing it respectfully.
Exactly.
He addressed it respectfully to the point where he was actually trying to have a real conversation with the people at that table and ask. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't being condescending. He wasn't pushing up too much. He was just trying to get the people to understand that, look, maybe if you don't know who I am, this is who I am. I apologize for this happening. I was just trying to eat myself. I didn't know this was going to happen. And he probably did know because, and then not all the time because, a lot of these celebrities, they sneak out and go to places where they think people ain't going to know them. And guess what? You still get known. Or you still know. People know you.
But the nigga was all in Italy, got like mayor for a day or some shit in one of them places. I don't know if it was Italy per se, but he went to one of those European countries. They gave him mayor for a day. You know, like the whole fucking Coliseum was yelling his name. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that she felt the need to throw up the middle finger and then try to
Damn.
act like he was the, you know what I'm saying? Like he's causing the altercation or the confrontation or something like that. Like white privilege shown at its finest. Like, oh, I did that, but now you're causing the issue to be bigger than it actually is. No, you made it a big issue when you flipped me off.
Exactly. Yeah, hell yeah. That's some bullshit, bro. Shout out to I Show Speed for addressing it and being assertive and not just backing down from people like that, man. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. Big man, big shout outs to Speed, man. I like Speed, that young brother, man. He doing a lot of good things, man. I like, and then he positive, man. He really ain't, he ain't like the younger guys that's out here doing, with the social media content creating. I like Speed. He get off into the foot race and the athletes. He got into WW. Hey, Bron did break him in half though. He couldn't walk after that. He had like, no, they showed the actual footage. He had to go to the hospital. He was
Who?
I saw he had a scrape or
I
some
see,
cut.
yeah, bro, yeah,
Yeah,
Braun Breaker. I think it's Rick Steiner's son. Delivered a spear to him, and they
yeah,
killed.
yeah. I
I
saw
Show
that.
Speed? I ain't even know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, when he was in the
yeah,
WWE.
'cause he was in the Royal Rumble. He wasn't supposed to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
One of the participants, got beat up or something, and Triple H told him
they
you
threw him
gonna
up
get him
in there.
out
Yeah,
there.
but
So he went out there and shit, proud. And he wasn't supposed to get speared. I don't think that was part of it, but he did. But shit, it still made for good content. And they paid him for it. Shit. He
but
went to the hospital.
didn't Travis Scott bust one of their eardrums or something? So
Oh
like,
yeah,
No,
Cody
no,
Rhodes.
yeah, no, this Travis Scott, yeah, he just jumped on with the Rock. They just jumped on the Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
yeah, and they bust
Yeah.
his eardrum or some shattered
Yeah,
his.
they did. They messed Cody Rhodes face up for real. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrestling it ain't too fake shit. Send a
No,
nigga
it
to
ain't
the hospital.
yeah, it ain't that fake, but come on, we ain't really finna have two big 275 pounds, 6'5" guys standing in the middle of the street punching each other with no bruises. We know that, but to a point it is fake and choreographed, but
yeah.
wrestling is real, bro. Like that concrete outside, let me slam you, fake slam you on that concrete, or let me fake slam you 2, 3 times on that mat. Bro, we gonna feel it, bro. They athletes for real.
My
They
boy said
athletes for real.
he think that bruise was fake on Cody. Not the way Travis Scott smacked that dude though. God dang.
It
So
did say
some
they
of the
busted his eardrum. I seen that on Twitter the other day.
some of the bruises do be fake, y'all,
Yeah,
but then you got to
Oh,
realize but they do cut themselves with razors, and we know makeup, but you can
yeah,
tell, you can tell what's a cut and what's really not a cut and what's makeup. You know what I'm saying? Especially on a white man. You know what I'm saying? You can tell what's makeup and what's.
I ain't know that. I ain't because I wasn't really a wrestling fan. But my boy D Murray though, yeah, he used to go to WrestleMania almost every other year. Shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm a big wrestling fan, so a lot of that shit is fake and set up and scripted. But man, it still takes a hell of an athlete, bro, to do what they do in that ring.
no
You know what
shit.
I'm saying,
Cause the shit that Cactus Jack them used to do, I don't know how they still walking right now.
bro? I was watching something with the Undertaker. You know that fight where he threw him off the cage, bro. When he threw
Yeah,
him through,
The
bro.
table?
The man tooth came out his mouth and lodged up in his nose, bro.
Oh,
damn,
ah,
Like
damn.
from the impact of falling, boom, he fell. His tooth pop out and stick in his nose, bro. What the.
yeah,
See, that's some
crazy.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
But moving on, man, we got to talk about Kanye and this bullshit that he pulled today. Or was it
Oh
yesterday?
man.
Ah!
Yeah, Yeezy. I don't talking about outfit of the day, man. He already walking around with the swastikas on his chest.
Hey, so I read this article on my show as well. So y'all know he identifies as a Nazi, right?
Nah,
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with Ye right now.
Bro, the brother said he identifies as a Nazi,
I seen
bro.
that's
him
what he
say that
said.
the Nazis invented highways. They did some good stuff. Like he was giving out good shit that the Nazi did, and we like, bro, you can't do that.
I mean, well, they have done a lot of great things in society, if you want to say it like that.
That's what he was saying.
But shit, so have we. So have so have anybody that's aspiring to do great things, that's done great things. But still, like as a whole, like to claim you're a Nazi, bro, and you're a melanated individual, like, yeah, you gotta have some type of mental illness. And a lot of people keep saying that nitrous oxide that he's using is that's what's really making him delusional. I've been reading a lot of articles, and a lot of people have been talking about this laughing gas that he's addicted to. Um, it's altering his mind. On top of him already being bipolar, on top of him already having some type of mental disability with himself because he was on pills, and he admitted that these pills was making him big, and he stopped taking them or whatever the case may be. And on top of his mother, like it's a lot. Kanye got a lot going on in his mind, bro.
Yeah, but
Look at this
at the same
Titanium.
time, Kanye been on this fuckery because I remember when he came out with those green blazing jackets, and he had the what's that flag called out here in the South, that the Confederate flag on the shoulders, and everybody was like, Kanye, what the fuck you got going on? So I think he liked this shocking. He likes to play with this white supremacy type shit.
See, y'all keep saying white supremacy. Don't you know that a black man was the first Confederate president?
Confederate president.
A black man was the first Confederate president before we came into a constitution.
Oh, before we came to the Constitution, yeah. Well, they were saying that's not him though. What's his name?
Man, that was him, man. You got to do some digging.
Well,
you got to do some.
I did some digging on that. What was his name? So I can remember. I think
Hanson.
Yeah. John Hanson.
And then they got a white guy, John Hanson, too. Man, they
But the black John Hanson, I don't think he was born at the right time.
Well, yeah, well, when you got to keep digging, because I got because I actually found the sources, bro. Well, you know what, and I didn't save it or nothing like that because I didn't believe it, of course, myself. Come on, black man, da 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 da. Come on, y'all.
Like
Yeah.
Prince said, how the fuck y'all not gonna tell me we had presidents before George Washington? So it's like y'all got us thinking George Washington was the first president of the United States. Nigga, we had 8, 10 presidents before goddamn George Washington. So that threw us off. You know what I'm saying? So I believe it.
But like I say, you got to understand this. Those presidents were presidents not under the constitutional reign. They were presidents.
Articles of Confederation.
Yeah, see, it's a difference. It's a difference.
It's a little, but still, they make it seem like the country in 1776, George Washington was the president when it wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, it throws us off.
Yeah. But this outfit of the day, man. Listen, I ain't mad at Kanye, man.
Put
Like
it
I said,
on. Is that with him on? Tell him to put that shit on there. He want to show. Put it on.
I believe he's just trying to stay relevant, man. I believe he's just trying to stay relevant. He's trying to stay in the news.
He got his billion back. He got his billion back without Adidas, so he doing something. He doing something right. But people ain't gonna like. Just like he said, slavery was a choice. We like, dude, what is you talking about? A lot of times, the black community walk.
So you don't like the fact that he said slavery was a choice?
I mean, not really. I never rock with that because I rock with I understand his outspokenness, but what our choice is to live or die because they straight up murder you after you like, oh fuck master, dead. You see what happened with Nat Turner? They killed him.
So let's think about this real quick. So when he said slavery was a choice, I don't think people really I don't think they really took the time out to really think about what he said. Slavery was a choice as in the mindset, like right now, even right now, we are in a form of slavery. The things that we do, the lack of backing and consideration that we have for one another, the lack of love, motivation, peace, and respect and inspiration that we have for one another. We don't encourage our kids to do these things to one another. Slavery is a mindset. It's all about the individual. You know what I'm saying?
Slavery was also a condition. It wasn't only a mindset.
I get it. It was a psychological condition, but I don't believe necessarily that it happened that way, brother, because we was already here. I don't believe that they went. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the transatlantic slave trade didn't happen in some form, shape, or fashion, but to the grandioso scale that they said happened, I don't necessarily believe that. I believe we were already here, brother. Like that movie Cracker. It's a series called Cracker. I don't know if y'all heard about it, about how black folks got white folks in slavery and they took it off. They did. You can't find this show nowhere. Amazon Prime, they took it down. You
I'm gonna have
can't,
to
you
check
can't
it
see it
out.
nowhere. Brother, this was the truth. We were slaves, brother. White folks was kissing our feet. They was coming into our kingdoms, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't want to use they, bro. So yeah, when they came, I didn't read articles and pieces in the historical books about these white folks coming over here saying when they got here, the Indians, the so-called Indians or Native Americans or them, they
Drake
were
and
blacker
Go.
than me and you, brother. They was blacker than me and you. So
Yeah.
now all of a sudden, it's like they give us this transatlantic slave trade story, and we just like they
I
confuse it,
mean,
brother, because
we had some people from the transatlantic. We had some people that was already here, and we had some people that were brought from different countries. So it's an amalgamation of all of us for sure. But at the same time, it's just like slavery. It happened. We can't deny that slavery happened. We got records of it. We were people's property. And he's saying that it's a choice. It's pretty much like shitting on my ancestors because my ancestors were strong enough to live so we can be here. You know what I'm saying? It's a choice. What's your choice? To live or to get slaughtered? You see what happened to Nat Turner? Once they killed him, they killed everybody associated with him. They put their heads on stakes for months. They ate his bodies. It's just like, come on, bro. It was a choice, but it was a horrible condition.
yeah, well. What about the And then we can get into this, because they like to say that we sold ourselves into slavery as well. So, and I tell people, well, we didn't sell ourselves. We are tribal people. Our melanated brothers and sisters, we are tribal people. So, it's instinctively in our DNA. So, no, we didn't sell our tribes. We might have sold people who are of the same color as we were, but they weren't in our same tribe. So, again, that's why I say slavery is. I can rock with Kanye on that. Now, I ain't saying I identify as no Nazi, and that ain't my fit of the day. But slavery, in hindsight, if we look at it, it's a choice.
I mean, I see what
You
you're
know,
saying because, like,
we don't hear about a lot of the fights and the revolts and the rebellions that we did. You know what I'm saying? We don't. They don't teach you none of that.
yeah, that's
They
what I was
just
just saying about Nat Turner. He did rebel. His choice was to rebel, but then
Right.
it came with a great consequence. Even, not only him, it came with people that associated with him, people that was in his fault because he was a preacher. So people that was in his church, heads cut off.
see that's
It
the first
wasn't a
mistake.
choice because it wasn't a fair fight. They had the guns.
They had the guns. They put us in a land that we wasn't familiar with. They stripped us. They shipped family members over here. We got different black people with different languages. Like you said, we're tribal, but we ain't rocking with each other all the time like that. So
Mm.
it was a mess, and that's why we need to get back together right now, though.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I agree with that, but I still rock with Kanye, man. Sometimes,
I'm
man.
definitely
Some of
rocking
the
with Easy. Easy.
some of the things that he said they can be a little wild and over the top, but it's a deeper meaning. And
And
I would
yeah,
love to sit down with the brother and really have a discussion to really see and understand, fully, where his mind is at. Of course, I'm gonna go into the conversation knowing that he's batshit crazy, but I'm hoping to gain some type of, to get something out of it. I
yeah,
would love
because
to sit down and talk
he
to him.
crazy, but he does open your perspective. He does, shift your
Yeah,
perspective a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
I can't rock with him on that outfit of the day though. That's just
Now that
disrespectful.
I don't now that I ain't doing it. It's just like I'll never tell nobody, man, I identify as a Nazi. Is you crazy, Kanye?
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. And usually you get super canceled for saying shit like that. And he's still hella relevant and
Well,
got it.
some tech mogul, bro. I forgot the tech mogul name. They started a few groups and a few WhatsApps, and basically what they trying to do is they trying to stop Kanye West from making money inside of the United States Corporation of America. You know what I'm saying? They trying to keep him to only making money overseas. Which even if they do that, guess what? He's gonna make a gazillion dollars over there. You know,
Exactly. So, I mean, shout out to Ye, but chill out, Ye, at the same time.
yeah, chill out at the same time. I can respect that. Yeah.
All right, so this the last topic of the night, man, is Elon Musk. Well, Ben Shapiro actually brought it up. Elon Musk retweeted that Trump should think about pardoning Derek Chauvin, who
Ah,
is the killer of George Floyd.
so Ben Chauvin brought that up. I mean, Ben Shapiro
Shapiro.
brought that up.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know. And Elon Musk gonna retweet that shit, huh? But he over here talking about equality and all this shit going on in South
South
Africa.
Africa. Exact. That's what I was saying. I was saying
Yeah,
he's every day he's saying something about how the white farmers in South Africa are being treated unjustly and shit. But then you want to come out with this. That's just a double standard.
pretty much. I
That,
was done with Elon from the Social Security thing, y'all. I y'all, I read an article. He trying to say it's over 3.9 million people in this world. That's over 130 that's still receiving Social Security. Man, if you don't get that book,
Yeah, exactly. I don't believe that shit.
man, cause that shit's going in y'all pocket, and you just finding a way to redirect it back into you and Trump's pocket.
Yep.
Period. Man,
That's
if you
why
don't
they
get
cutting all these programs. And then that's why they getting rid of all these people that was against them. So it won't be any checks and balances. That's why they getting rid of all these people in these different federal positions. They trying to cut down these uh, most of these federal agencies so they can't see where the money's going. It's gonna be a clusterfuck in there after these 4 years.
and that's
well, I believe the next person gonna come in and redo it again and do it over. That's what they all do, bro.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to straighten it out first. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
So
well,
the
that's
next person is gonna spend the next 4 years trying to straighten everything out.
well, guess what? That's what they do anyway.
If
You know
they
what?
are Republican.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Well,
Because
I
it's a
don't.
good chance that the Republicans gonna win again.
Yeah, but I don't think the Republicans really rocking with him though, man. If you notice, a lot of people that he originally wanted to be in his cabinet, they turning him down, and then even the people that he was picking was turning him down. He's trying. He really find loyal Trump support. He really is only finding people that really think he's the shit.
That's what they want
Yeah,
in there. Loyal Trump
yeah,
supporters. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. That's exactly what he wants. That's exactly what he getting to.
yeah. But bro, give it about few more years, man. They gonna get him about it up. I just don't see how the hell he even became the president after all these damn court cases that he had going on. That's what's the shocker to me. The American
Me,
people, man, white folks is they y'all some even the black folks that voted for him. I don't like using the word black, but y'all got to be the dumbest bunch of mother. Y'all come on, man.
what I'm trying to say. I'm trying. Hold on.
I
Are
don't
you
know how
saying
they didn't see through the bullshit, but they did.
so? It was better for us to vote for Kamala, who party ain't never did nothing for us. Period. Not even that.
So,
They supposed to be
so,
for the lower the lower whatever you want to call it, but they don't
so
do
you know
nothing
what I
for us.
did when I went and voted, DJ? You know what I did when I went and voted, DJ?
What you did?
I wrote my name down as the president. I wrote I was a write-in. That's what I did,
Okay.
DJ. You see
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
shout out
That's
to
what
you.
I did, DJ. Now listen, so and I'm finna tell you this. So Kamala, or whatever the hell her damn name is, the Indian woman, because she ain't black. I wish people would stop saying that. And if anybody watching the publication, go look it up. The mother determines the race of a child. The mother
Well, yeah.
determines the race of a child. You only get that. You only get that. You are what your father is through that patriarchal, religious, biblical
Out
mother.
here in America, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Scientifically. So, but again, but Kamala couldn't have did no more worse than what he's doing now, bro. You let's come on, come
but
on.
but the thing is, it's time for us to learn to figure out something different. We've been voting Democrat for 70, 90 years, and they promise us something and don't give us nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So you,
The people that
so you
actually
do know
gave
we
us
started
stuff.
off Republican, right? You do know we started off Republican, right?
I was
Because we
just about
created.
to say that the people that actually gave us stuff was the Republicans, and
No,
we
no, no,
started
no.
Republican.
No. Listen, what I said. I said we started the Republican Party.
Yeah, I
Melanated
remember during the
started the
Reconstruction period. Yeah,
right.
we
We
started
started.
Republican Reconstruction, and we had a lot of people in politics back then, but they sabotaged us too. And the Democrat promises a lot of stuff and still never came through with it. But I never seen the tweet that Elon Musk said. He said Derek Chauvin did nothing wrong and should be released from jail. I mean, that's the parody. Oh, my bad. Okay, so there might be a parody then.
He retweeted it. He retweeted what Ben Shapiro had.
Okay, because I was about to say, bro, because the dude was on the dude neck for about how long was it? 11 something, 9 something minutes? Somebody he didn't do nothing wrong?
Yeah, he said Ben Shapiro was talking about his knee was never on his neck; it was on his back, and that he died from fentanyl overdose, and Trump should overturn it because he didn't kill him. You know what I'm saying?
And
Okay,
what's
let's
called
just say he did die from a fentanyl overdose, though. But don't you think the stress of him being on his stomach? Court, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying
yeah,
somewhere up in there. Um, that pressure, and then the lack of breathing, yes, it did help and contribute to the brother dying. Because
of
guess
course.
what? After y'all cuffed him or whatever the hell y'all did, y'all could have picked him up and put him inside of a police car. Why did you sit there for 11 minutes with your knee on his back? Period. Or
Yeah.
wherever.
Period. And for Elon Musk to retweet some shit like that, we should have been fuck Tesla or something because you see how they really feel about you. And it's like, bro, the dude's actions sped up this or actually caused it. Even though he had fentanyl in this, and they told me he had enough fentanyl to kill a horse. Dude was in there in the bodega perfectly fine. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
until his breathing was adhered by this damn knee on the back and straight concrete. Some bullshit.
Listen, or did they give him some fentanyl on the way to the station or on the way
Facts.
to
Talk about it. Yeah. Crazy work.
I want to get y'all channel.
Yeah.
Oh
I,
no, you good, dog. You good.
no, because bro, even on mine, bro, I had to watch what I say sometimes, because sometimes,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah,
it
it's
gets to the point,
YouTube.
because I know, yeah, we brothers and we talking and we conversating and we enjoying our conversation, and we just got to remember that we have an audience in front of us, and people may not agree with everything that we say, so
Yeah.
we try to, but yeah, but how about they hit them with some fentanyl on the way to the thing, you know what I'm saying?
But people don't have to agree. I mean, we may not agree, but the thing is, it's called dialogue. So,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you can't understand that, then you don't need to be in the conversation anyway. It's
Like
D,
JC said.
people don't
stop.
understand that. D, people don't understand that.
Like
You know
JC
they don't.
said, you can't understand that. Your whole perspective is whack.
Yeah, yeah, but y'all know they don't understand that, man. Y'all know they don't.
Nah, they
Nothing's
don't.
wrong with a good. Nothing's wrong with a good debate. You know what I'm
And I
saying?
don't understand where they coming from with this racist ass bullshit. Some
Yeah,
bullshit. Huh?
yeah, yeah. Just like with the guy, do you know people are really trying to justify the young boy that got killed by the Zimmerman? Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
followed.
Trayvon
Oh
Martin.
yeah, come on,
Yeah,
man.
he followed that.
Trayvon Martin.
Even if let's just say Trayvon did have a gun or anything or whatever they can, you
Which he didn't
followed him.
follow, and
But I know he
they
didn't,
told
but I'm
him
saying
not to.
right. You followed him. So if he did become the aggressor in the situation, bro, you following me. I don't know you. You
Exactly.
freaky
Exactly.
ass dude. I don't know what you about or what you trying to do to me. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
really trying to justify that, and they really want to make that stand your ground law. They trying to push that in every state, bro.
And don't want to give us the courtesy of using the stand of your ground law. Just like did y'all see that one the white dude? It was a young black kid, and it was like five different white dudes. They're outside of a bar. They're arguing. So the white dude take off, boom, punch him. Dude not even paying attention. Punch him. So
Yeah,
black dude handle up on his business,
Oh
and he
yeah, I
killed
actually
saw
him.
that. Yeah.
kills the dude, and now he in jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
So it's like, so y'all can have this stand your ground law, but when it comes to us, oh, we should have known better. We should have asked for somebody to intervene. Nigga, we in the middle of this goddamn shit. And you want to be big and bad and hit me? Let's go.
Yeah. Well, bro, that's why they got that loitering law, man. Our kids, if it's five or more of us, if it's me, if DJ, if it's me, you, and Derek, and another guy, and we standing on the corner, now we loitering. We
Well,
don't
And
have
not
no
only
gun.
that, not only that, they gonna consider us a gang because it's three or
Yeah,
more.
we just standing there. We grown men just standing there having a conversation. They'll pull up on us, bro, and swear. You know what I'm saying? We the biggest criminals in the neighborhood, and
Yeah.
like this shit is crazy, bro. That's the laws that they got, man. And I be trying to tell my people, wake up. We gotta wake up. And but we can't wake up when we throwing fucking credit card readers at people heads. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Exactly.
we can't wake up when we identifying as Nazis and pulling out Ku Klux Klan's outfits, saying that that's the outfit of the day.
exactly. And shooting up people at the car wash with their daughters in the car. It's like, come on, guys. Can we do better?
Yeah,
But
that
I ain't
was
gonna lie
sad.
to y'all. I got 10 minutes to get to this night shift, man.
All right.
All right, brother.
No, we good. That was it. We did have one more topic, but that's cool. It was just Keefy D on the Tupac shit. I mean, you know what I'm
Is he
saying?
still in jail?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Man
he
charged in
got out of
Tupac
jail.
Shakur's murder is speaking out from behind bars for the first time. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis insists he was 300 miles away when the rapper was shot. Now he's pointing the finger at someone else.
I'm innocent. I ain't killed nobody, never did ever kill nobody. They don't have no evidence against me. Came and put me in Las Vegas.
61-year-old Dwayne Keefe D. Davis says the night of the murder, September 7, 1996, he was in Los Angeles, 300 miles from the Las Vegas intersection where Tupac Shakur was gunned down.
Prove that I orchestrated this. You know what I'm saying? Your key witness orchestrated this. They top witness is the lead suspect.
The defense pointing to someone else, Reggie Wright Jr., a former cop and security guard for record mogul Suge Knight, who was driving the car Tupac was in the night he was shot. Wright has denied any involvement and has said it bothers me because I was in charge of possibly protecting this young man. And
That's crazy. But didn't Keefe D write a book?
Yeah, he not only wrote a book, he went on Vlad TV and said he handed the gun to the nigga in the back seat. Who
Y'all,
handed it
we
to
ain't
him?
gonna get nowhere if we keep with this bullshit, man. Like, what the hell, bro? You wrote a book saying that you was involved in it. Now that they got your ass in jail 7 years later, because you dummy, you should have never said it, because ain't no what you call
Statute
it.
of limitations.
Statute of limitations.
Murder. You dingbat. So you should have kept your mouth closed. He thought he was gonna make some money, y'all. He thought he was gonna be able to get up there and get into that scene with them peoples. You feel me? That's why he did that. And that light-skinned guard, that guy that they showed the high school, he was in the first car in the front. I'm still trying to figure out if y'all had an entourage of cars, somebody in the front, somebody on this side, and somebody in the back. How did y'all let somebody get on the side of park and shoot them? Because y'all had a car on the same side that they shot in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That dude, somebody was in the front, they was in the middle, somebody was in behind, and where Tupac got shot, it was a car on the side of them. How the hell did that happen, y'all?
And what get me, the FBI and the CIA supposed to have been telling Pac, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to have been keeping surveillance on him, but then the car got away and the killer got away. Nah, this some real shit going on.
I never understood how a white Cadillac gets away in a busy Las Vegas.
White Cadillac.
You know?
No, hold on. First, no. Fuck the how I got away. Why ain't nobody chasing this motherfucker?
Exactly. Y'all cars didn't get shot up, and plus, you're supposed to be in the security in the front. Go get that nigga. But nah, that's
Man, if I'm with y'all and we all in separate cars, man, I'm chasing this motherfucker down. If it was it, or if it was whoever got shot, I'm calling DJ. DJ, I'm gone, bro. You behind me, or I'm calling Derek. DJ got hit, bro. You behind me. Well, if not, I'm chasing these motherfuckers down. So you mean to tell me you protecting this man's life and no one followed the car, no one tailed the car. Everybody has they arm. Y'all got to think about it.
Yeah,
they
nobody
armed.
shot back at that motherfucker. Tires or nothing. But they got security front and back and pocket. Come on, man. It's some shit going on, just like with Martin Luther King, and they dropped the files and they seen some real shit, some real government conspiracy shit was going on. So
that's what I always thought. I don't know. That's what I always thought, though. I thought the government killed a nigga.
I mean, they admitted it with Martin Luther King. Pretty soon, by the time we get a little bit older, they're gonna admit that shit with Pac now.
Yeah. They got Pac, man. But to talk about that just a little bit, Pac, again, he was a militant guy. He was woo out the bam, and he did have a voice, and his voice was real instrumental to the youth and adults. I don't think Pac, the image that Pac was trying to live, that wasn't really his life, and that wasn't really him.
Yeah,
So guess what? So you reap what you sow. Because when that brother came up to you and said you seen somebody down there, why did you take it upon yourself to react and go jump on this brother? When you were the money of Death Row at that time, go if you don't go sit your little 5'5" skinny somewhere and go make some more records. Why is you out here stealing on people, stumping people, and now because first of all, bro, you my money. I'm not and Suge. I think Suge, I don't give a fuck what nobody say Suge has something to do with it. You my money, bro. You not finna be out here wilding like that. I just paid all this money to get you out of jail off for murder. Man, get the hell no.
Supposed to protect the money at all costs.
At all costs.
Yeah, that is crazy. And Pac wasn't like that. I mean, Pac's parents, leader of the Black Panther movement out there, they was he was on some. He was a very intelligent man, and that's why I feel like the government was part of that too, because they knew that Pac had the hood niggas, and he had the intelligent niggas that could see past the hood shit. And I feel like it was in tandem, government and street shit pulled together like they did with MLK.
And you know what? I'm gonna say I agree with that, but Pac killed himself because all those great things that you said about him, all those great things that you said about him. Why did he choose and take on that demeanor of being a gangster when you know you're not a gangster? If you're gonna be a gangster for your people and be a gangster for your cause and be a gangster for the shit that's right. You don't be gangsters for shit because a motherfucker come to you and tell you, oh man, he took my chain and he down there in the lobby right now. That ain't what you being gangster about, bro. That's foolish. You know what I'm saying? That's just like me
He
coming
was
to
a
y'all.
young nigga still. He was 25. He was a young nigga still,
You know
man.
what, bro? And I had to come to that realization that I didn't know that, bro.
I didn't
The
know
whole
that.
time, I thought Pac was older than, bro. Whole time, he was a child just like us when he was making his damn music.
Young
But
nigga,
he
man.
gave you that older demeanor. Again, this is why I say he killed himself, because he should have put himself up and he could have just been making music. He didn't have to go out there and do that, bro.
That's facts. I'm gonna have to leave it right there.
Already. Hey, appreciate you joining us.
I appreciate you
Nice
being
bearded
for real,
conversation.
brother.
You know what I'm saying?
DJ D, man, I appreciate y'all for having me on y'all panel, brothers. You know what I'm saying? I watch y'all every time y'all go live, man. I be in the comments.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We
Already.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, this been Spinning the Block Media. We'll catch y'all again next week. You know what I'm saying? Bearded Conversations. I'm gonna have to get on your podcast, man, and see what's up. When you
Oh,
go
yeah.
live.
I'm seeing your stuff. He go out
All right.
all the time, kinda.
All the time, Monday through Saturday, Monday through Friday. I got bearded conversations where we do general topics of discussion like you guys doing here. And on Fridays, I interview artists, local artists from all over. I try to give them an interview and promote their music. And on Saturdays, what I do is all the artists that I interview,
Yeah.
from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, I play their music and just their music only, so people can hear it. And I usually go live at 9 Monday to Thursday, 9 to 11 p.m. Central Time, and 9 to 12 on Fridays, and again 11 to 5 in the morning on Saturdays.
Okay, that's a bet, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, y'all, you more than welcome, man. You more than welcome. DJ done been over there, man. Y'all more than welcome, man. Come on, build with me. Y'all come on the panel, host the show, man. Get out, man. Hey, come take me over,
We'll be coming through though. We'll be coming through.
What's up, man? Peace and blessings. I just want to say thank y'all, and I appreciate y'all for allowing me up on my panel, man. Y'all have great discussions, man. Ever since me and DJ been, going back and forth talking, I've been watching y'all, man, and y'all doing great things, man. Y'all doing great things, bro.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
that.
That's
Same
our
to you,
black
man.
men supporting black men.
Facts.
All right.
Real talk. We're gonna be the example.
All right,
Yeah.
and we out, man.
Later,
Appreciate it.
guys.
Peace.